Crawford. Hitting 7th, first baseman, number 7, Leland Weldon. And 8th, infielder, number 2, Carter Drumheller. And the right fielder, number 15, Jack Price. And the rest of the Chiefs. The head coach is Chris McMinn. Magnolia Heights comes in.
Let me move the camera or anything? Oh, I got you. I got you.
All right, Chiefs fans, good evening. You're looking live at South Walton High School as the Chiefs are getting set to take on the South Walton Seahawks, fresh off a victory over IMG Academy, the number 2 ranked team in the country according to some of the polls. The Chiefs are fresh off a 15-0 victory over Cottondale, Florida yesterday afternoon. Jake Long here with you. Shaker Turner will be with us in just a moment. It's a beautiful night here in South Walton, Florida. This is actually Santa Rosa, for those of you that might not be sure exactly where we are. We're about 15 minutes from Sandestin. Same location that we have played in for each of the last 2 years in basketball. Of course, the second time baseball has been down here as well, and what they're calling the South Walton Showdown, quickly becoming one of the best high school baseball tournaments in the southeastern part of the United States. A couple of local teams are joining us down here this week. Lewisburg is here. They will wrap up play tomorrow. They're currently undefeated in their trip down here. And also Houston, Tennessee, joining the Chiefs here on 30A. Trey Miller getting set to lead this one off, as he has done all year.
Shortstop, number 11, Trey Miller.
So the Chiefs are facing, I'm trying to pull up the roster here, but this is Braxton Varnes. Varnes is a Florida State signee. Got the chance to, a friend of my coaches at Florida State, he told me about Varnes, thought that's who we were going to see. 88-91, 3-pitch mix is what the scouting report is on him. And his first pitch swinging there off the bat of Miller's a foul ball. The Chiefs are quickly down 0-1. But he will work quickly. He is a class of 25. Like I said, he will be a Seminole next year. It looks like a changeup there, swinging a miss, strike 2. Got a couple of different camera angles for you tonight. The folks at South Walton were nice enough to let us piggyback off their outfield camera. It may buffer from time to time, but we'll do the best we can to clear that. Trey Miller goes down on strike. So Cole Prosek will come to the plate now. Prosek picked up the win yesterday against Cottondale. He went 2 innings and was able to come out on 25 pitches. So could see relief work tomorrow or even tonight if the opportunity presents itself. Another changeup, strike called there. 0-1 quickly to Prosek. And Coach Turner lets you catch your breath. Now unmute you there. Here comes the 0-1. Another changeup, misses low, 1-1. All right, Shaker.
Yeah, no jokes about breathing hard after that long walk.
So Shaker had to go help us get this outfield camera going for you guys, which is what you see now. We'll let you get a good look at Varnes and Quincy Pratt, who will be handling the pitching duties for both sides, and that misses inside, 3-1.
I tell you, I like how you talked about me walking out there. Jake did it like 4 times. He did all the work. I did it once.
Everybody to know that you did your part. There's a 1-out base runner for the Chiefs. But Shaker, I was telling everyone at home about Varnes, fortunate enough to have a connection with Florida State, who knew this is likely who we might face. 88-91, 3-pitch mix, can get up to 93. Of course, we do have a radar gun here, and we'll try to get you some velo numbers off him and Quincy to kind of help.
Well, I'll tell you, I watched him throw in the pen a little bit, and I know he just walked a guy, but definitely has some electric stuff. 3 pitches, like you said, looks like he can throw them anytime. And if you can get around 90, you throw plenty hard enough to be effective with other pitches.
Yep, and Ethan Barnes, who's the team leader in average, fouls that one off. He's down 0-1. Prosick will be at second base tonight. Barnes will be.
He's at third. Barnes is catching.
Barnes is catching. Prosick's at third. I said that wrong. Strike one there. So, or excuse me, strike two. And Barnes is down in the count. Balls and 2 strikes. That pitch there out of the stretch was 87-mile-per-hour fastball off of Barnes, which again you're going to be down a couple of ticks usually out of the stretch. So swing and a miss, strike 3. But also something that Coach McMahon pointed out about South Walton in the 2 games he's seen them play. Their power arms have been in the mid-90s, and they have one more, Denton Lord, who we may see close this one out tonight. Their power arms have been in the mid-90s, but they've been erratic. But they've been really good when they've been pitching at about 90, 92. So you can see Barnes probably focusing on that, probably a little bit more polished than some of these younger guys. Swinging a miss there. As Preston Sowell tries to check his swings, unable to do so.
It's just a big comment. I've seen him throw to 3 hitters in my whole life. He's come out of the gate as one of the most impressive arms I've seen at this level.
He's very polished. You can see that.
Works quick. Pressing down to 0-2 right now. Like you said, just multiple pitches for strikes. But look, this Chiefs lineup is pretty tough too, and they'll figure it out.
And Preston able to check his swing there, so the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, again, the depth in this lineup is starting to show. The first 5 hitters are as good as anybody you're going to see in any part of the country. We've proven that through these 11 games. And the bottom half just continues to produce, so we'll see if that shows up tonight. Preston able to foul that ball off, strike 2. Yeah, the bottom part of the order has been really good in key moments. A couple of wins out in Texas have really, the bottom of the order set the table. The Highland Park win, ultimately Trey Miller splits the gap, but it took Burford and Price getting on base to set that up. So runner going, pitches up, throw down is not in time, and it's a stolen base for Cole Prosick. Count will even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, and the Chiefs have a runner in scoring position here in the top of the first.
Also look at this catcher for the Seahawks, Hudson Quinn. Watched him play a couple times since we've been here, and I like him too. And steal a base. Did get a tough pitch to run on. A good time. But again, effective.
Watched him for about 4 innings last night, and here's the 2-2. Swinging and a miss, strike 3 before we go to break here. Watched him for about 4 innings last night. Felt like if whatever pitcher gave you the opportunity, you might be able to run on him, but that throw was very close. So we'll step aside here and head to the bottom of the first. Quincy Pratt coming out for the first time tonight. We'll be right back. All right, bottom of the first inning we go. Quincy Pratt getting his first looks at the Seahawk lineup. We'll set the defense for you for the Chiefs, and left to right as it's been really since, I guess, the second game of the year, which was a doubleheader down at Jackson Academy. Shaw Coley in left, Braden Burford in center, Jack Price in right. From third to first on the infield, it'll be Prosick, Miller, Drumheller, and Weldon. And of course, the battery tonight, as we've already mentioned, Pratt on the mound and Barnes behind the plate. So that's how the Chiefs will line it up defensively tonight.
I tell you what, we talk about Barnes, but sharp breaking ball, command zone, attacks it. Quincy Pratt.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this has got a chance to, which the game before us was an hour and 47 minutes, 2-1 baseball game. That was Trinity Christian out of Jacksonville, and also IMG, who we'll see tomorrow, one of the top teams in the country. But the thing about this South Walton offense is they've got depth, they've got power, and they swing violently. And it fastball in there called a strike. and away we go.
And you're not going to see too many high school games with pitchers that work as fast as these two do.
No, and this is, it's one of the perks of, being two well-coached baseball teams. So, as it gets down in this lineup, the 3-hole hitter, I know he pitched last night. He's the coach's son. He's an Auburn commit. He's a class of 26, same age as Cole and Trey. So he's, just another guy that this program is going to send to the Division I level. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. 1 up, 1 down here in the bottom of the first.
Can I help? No, I'm just looking.
That's a really big pitch there, well located. And again, Barnes helps that. He's a bigger frame, a lot like Quincy. He's a bigger frame. If he gets it inside his body, as they say, but for those of you that may not understand, if he gets it between his knees, pitch looks really good. So here's Travis Eckelberger.
When I wrote it down, I knew I had no chance of getting it right. So
I'm not even sure I did.
I left that one to you.
Probably not too many South Walton people watching our broadcast. Pitch misses low, 1-0. Shows bunt here. He does bunt. Pratt will have a chance. He'll barehand. He'll throw in time, and 2 up, 2 down here in the home half of the first. Again, you're going to see that this team has a lot of speed as well. I'm telling you, Shaker, I watched 4 innings last night, and I had no issues saying they are the best team we've played to this point. Now, that could change tomorrow. Now, they did beat IMG last night, but from what I had seen, this team was, and this is hit well to right center. Price is on his horse, but the wind's going to hold it up, and it's a 3 up, 3 down inning for Quincy Pratt. He was able to match the 0. But, these two teams are going to work extremely quick, as we've talked about. And, feel like we're fixing to settle in and have a really good baseball game for middle March. So, with that, we'll be right back. No score after 1 inning of play between Magnolia Heights and South Walton. All right, welcome back to top of the second inning. About to start up here. Chiefs were able to put a runner in scoring position in the top of the first, but could not cash in. Pratt was able to work a 3 up, 3 down bottom half.
We're going to bring up Pratt, Burford, and Weldon.
Yep, that'd be 5, 6, 7 in the lineup tonight. 5, 6, 7 due up here for the Chiefs.
At least the wind's not blowing.
Yeah, I'm sure, once again, just like it was in Texas, I'm sure you guys can hear it in the headset. Blowing pretty good, but it is blowing in off the water, which is the right field side of this field. Quincy hits his first pitch into right center field. Is it down? It will. It'll be a leadoff base runner for the Chiefs in the top of the second. And that will bring up Braden Burford. We'll see who comes on the courtesy run for Pratt. And that looks like Colton Robbins will be handling the courtesy running duties tonight for the pitcher. And here is Braden Burford. We got a pickoff throw over.
So at what point are we early are we too early for small ball, or are you always playing for one? Or
I think tonight you're always playing for one. You're facing an elite arm, wind's blowing in, probably not going to be very offensive. And there's the bunt. He offers at it. Okay, and there's no call, but they're finally going to call a foul ball.
yeah, I didn't think he was going to call it.
Yeah, it was very late, that's for sure. But no, I think again when you're facing a guy like this, I think you're always thinking play for one. But it is a good question. You know,
And definitely not the easiest thing to bunt.
Absolutely not.
Squares around again.
A little bit earlier here, true sack. He gets it down. Catcher will fire down to first in time, but the sacrifice is completed. That will also bring up Leland Weldon with one away here.
Yeah, so one out, runner at second base. You know, if we can find a way, I'm sure both teams want to be the first to crack this scoreboard right here. If you can score first, take a little energy, a little momentum.
Yeah, you know, Weldon last year, we've talked about it a lot. As a freshman, was a guy that had a lot of good swings. Slow start here in 25, but it could heat up right now. He takes the first pitch breaking ball outside. But again, he was a guy that was in, I don't know how many games we ended up playing last year, but he started in just about all of them at first base or DH. He just was a guy that became a presence in this lineup, driving in runs. So see if he can do it here. Another breaking ball. They'll say it missed in. We'll certainly take it. So it's a 2-0 count. You can see there on your screen. Robbins with the lead from second and misses up, so it's 3-0 now. And Shaw Coley, the senior left fielder, stands on deck.
Speaking of people in the bottom of the order that have been coming in clutch,
Yeah, that Jackson Academy game one, he had, I mean, you pretty much say he's the reason we won with the hits and the clutch gene that he had on that day, take all the way 3-1.
So a little chink in the armor from Barnes here. Works behind 3-1, get a chance, runner at second base.
This one's lined in left center field. Will it get down? Diving play by the center fielder. Robbins gets too far off of second, but is able to get back safely. What an unbelievable play there by, that's going to be Fowler.
Declan Fowler.
Declan Fowler. Mark that one on the scorebook is something to keep an eye on because that was an unbelievable play. That line drive was sinking, and he was able to get a paw on it before it dropped to the turf. We'll clear that count and get you to Shaw Coley's AB here. Takes something off speed there. Strike one. Yeah, Coley did not start opening day against Marshall, but has been in the lineup for 10 straight games, either at left field or at second base. And again, it's a guy that just waited his turn and is taking full advantage of it.
Trying to find a pitch Barnes likes. Ends up stepping out.
Here's the 0-1. Fouled off.
As much as we talk about that breaking ball and how sharp it is, that changeup's pretty.
Yeah,
that's
well,
his best pitch.
You just said it between innings. He doesn't, and you may have said it on there, but he doesn't slow his arm down, which is a typical thing for high school pitchers. I mean, this guy's polished. The arm speed is the exact same. There's something to keep an eye on. They'll check Robbins, get him going back, deliver the pitch, bouncer to third. Throw over in time, 5-3 put out, and the Chiefs threaten but are unable to push one across. We'll step aside for about 30 seconds, and we'll be right back with more Chiefs baseball on Chief TV. All right, welcome back. Bottom of the second, it'll be 4-5-6 due up for the Seahawks. And Braxton Barnes, the pitcher, will lead it off.
Perkins and Caraway. So what do we know about him as a hitter?
Don't. Again, just talking with one of their coaches. Don't know much about him as a hitter. Saw him put some good swings on some of it from IMG last night.
Well, he hits fourth in a pretty good lineup.
Yeah, so, yeah. I mean, just using some context clues and a little baseball knowledge, he's probably not a bad high school hitter. Breaking ball fouled off 0-2. So, I would say that, again, here's your sign type situation.
Pratt gets ahead 0-2 early.
Comes with a fastball. Strike 3 called. 1 up, 1 down. He's locating that fastball down and away, and again, I don't care what level. If you can locate a fastball glove side, that'll play.
That's where people struggle right there, that glove side fastball.
Jackson Perkins, the right fielder, will come on here with 1 away in the bottom of the second. Breaking ball, called a strike. And again, it's just 2 pitches right now, Shaker, but he's locating it, and it's really all you need if you're locating. But you will have to double up, and you'll have to mix in and out to last as he tries to come with the front door breaker there. Again, trying to double it up and change location.
You know, Pratt's curveball is, and most people are, but his breaking ball there, 2-pitch guy, but you get the same effect, the speed change, the change up, and, you know, maybe want a pitch that goes away from a lefty, but we'll make do.
Yeah. That one, he tried to triple it up. It missed. 2-1. Comes with fastball, misses low. 3-1. So Pratt in danger, as you can see there on your screen at the top. The fastball was 86. Pratt in danger of allowing his first base runner here in the bottom of the second. Here comes the 3-1 to Barnes. Strike 2. Perkins, 85 there again. See the red tint there at the top of your screen. You can pick up the velocity there. One another great features that South Walton has here at their brand new stadium. Strike 3, swing and a miss. 2 up, 2 down. So just as I talked about Quincy about to allow his first base runner, and typical Quincy fashion, it's more of a, hey, watch this. He's able to put 1 away.
I'll tell you what, and everybody knows the talent in the baseball side. So we've stayed in the same house since we've been here. I don't think there's anything Quincy can't do. And he is going to compete and try to beat you at whatever it is.
This will bring up Caraway. Pitch misses low, 1-0. Caraway is a designated hitter tonight. Yeah, I was hearing Chris tell one of the scouts a story about Cooper, but it didn't obviously involve Quincy last night, and just how, you know, they would play. I think you and I talked about it, J.A., but when Cooper was home during the winter, they would go in Trout Hall, play full one-on-one games before we would play a basketball game, and it really never affected Quincy. Bouncer to Weldon. He flips it over in time, and it's 3 up, 3 down once again in the bottom of the second. So no score between the Chiefs and the Seahawks. We'll be right back. All right, top of the third, we go. It'll be 9-1-2 due up for the Chiefs. Carter Drumheller in the 9 spot tonight, so that would mean that Sowell is DHing for Jack Price, that's the first time this year that has happened.
While we're waiting, I'll finish the story about Quincy at the house. So he's been playing ping pong with Coach Dez, and it's battles. And Coach Dez, Quincy wins every game. And then my son brought his PlayStation, and we were playing some Call of Duty, which I'm terrible at. But Quincy walks by and sees us playing. He's like, "Hey, can I play?" We're like, "Of course." And he figures that out in like 2 minutes, and beats everybody at that. He's just as much a competitor as you'll find.
So here's Drumheller. He'll swing it from the right side, getting his first looks at Braxton Barnes, who is, again, showing 3-pitch command. He drag bunts. It'll go just foul.
I don't hate that right there. That's
absolutely not. 9-hole hitter trying to create. Take it all day. So count now, no ball and a strike. After that, it's fouled off.
Carter walks back. Barnes gets a new ball, and we're going to reset it and do it again.
Lucky hot dogs and boiled peanuts were just mentioned over my left shoulder, so something to keep an eye on.
Hey, we're right here by the concession stand. I know it's not the best place for me to be. I won't say us. I won't say that about you, but
people have seen me before. 2 hopper to short. Throw is low, but scooped down the dirt there by Cunningham. And it's 1 up, 1 down. The lineup will turn over. Trey Miller, who struck out swinging his first time up. They really exposed Trey a little bit there. Shaker with a "no, you were walking up." But first pitch was a ball, and then they just started dumping that changeup, and Trey just was unable to make the adjustment. So,
well, it looks like they learned it because they've come right back to it. Misses ball 1. And it looks like he's going to stick with that changeup here against Trey, but missed first 2 balls, no strikes.
Well, Trey is good enough that you're going to have to change because he is a fast learner.
Oh, and when this 2-0 fastball comes in, he can get to it.
And they stay off speed in 3-0. Interesting decision there. But when you have the command that Barnes has, go to the weakness you think you found because you can probably go back to pouring the milk with the fastball. And they stay off speed again. Wow. All right. And it is a strike.
The old-fashioned 3-0 change piece.
That's some respect. Like you gotta tip your hat. That's some respect shown there to Trey, and he has earned it.
You know, my only question though is if you're struggling with it in that bat, the one thing you don't want to do with Trey is walk.
You're correct, because it can quickly become a triple with his.
Either way, 3-2. What do we know?
People talk about tools. Trey's speed is a definite tool, and it's a walk.
Was that 6 straight changeup?
Yes, that was 6 straight changeups.
Number 3, Cole Prosick.
So here's Cole Prosick. He reached last time via the walk. And
so probably not bunting, and especially with the 1 out, but are we hit and run? Got a good guy with the barrel. He can handle it.
No question. If you get in a count, maybe a 1-1 count, 1-0 count, you think about it. South Walton knows we might as they pick off.
Or do we believe Trey can just straight steal it? Or I don't know. Catches pretty good back here.
I mean, again, if you feel like if you feel like you're in an all-speed count, you could take that gamble and give him a little bit extra step and a half on the changeup. Ooh, first pitch swinging there. Big swing.
One thing I do like with him at first base, left-handed hitter.
Yeah, the hole's open, no question.
But you got to find a way to manufacture one at some point, I think. Coach McMahon's active in the box. He's dialing stuff up.
The pitch is outside. A little abbreviated pitch out there. They thought Miller might be running. So it's a 1-1 count. So, again, perfect action count here, potentially. They've got Cole shaded to pull in the outfield. Runner not going. Pitch misses low, but he's going now on a dirt ball read plus read. He slide past the bag. He did not. The umpire pointed at the ground. I don't know if he dropped the ball, but the umpire was pointing at the ground. So it's a stolen base for Miller, and it's a runner in scoring position once again for the Chiefs.
Heads up play by Trey right there. Always
great read.
And one thing we've talked about, the hard part of this game, or one of them, is doing things so many times with no payoff. Expect it.
This one's hit sharply to second. It'll advance the runner. The throw will be in time, and Prosek is retired 4-3. A little unlucky there for Cole because he hit that much better than the result is going to show. The positive is Miller does move up 90 feet. So, again, you're pass ball, wild pitch away from a run. You're also an Ethan Barnes, 2-out RBI from a run. Barnes hit a home run yesterday. I kind of chuckled. Wynn, who's not with us tonight, not feeling well, he told me between innings he didn't think that ball was hit well. It's like, I thought that ball was tanked. Like that ball was, which again, with these headsets on, which I didn't have it on yesterday. So again, your hearing is a little bothered from time to time.
It definitely sounded different, but it didn't travel different.
I tried to do Ethan a favor and send him the clip today because I saw this is a bouncer to short. That'll be a tough play, but fielded on the second hop, throw over in time. Tried to do Ethan the favor and get him a better clip of it. I saw he put it online. But nonetheless, the Chiefs will go quietly in the top of the third, and we will be right back with the home half. All right, home half of the third coming your way in just a moment. It will be 7-8-9 due up for the Seahawks.
Now batting number 27, Hudson Quinn.
I'm sorry, 8-9-1. Sorry, 8-9-1.
No, that's 7-8-9.
7-8-9.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. I put him up
your phone threw me off, but yeah. Okay,
He's
the
up
DH
there.
is up there. Got it. All right, so 7-8-9. I thought we had gone in order, but I was a little thrown off there. First pitch fastball, 84 in there for a strike.
If Quinn, and I don't know his back, or he may be already committed, but he's not going to have to hit it very much to be able to play the next level. So he can flat catch it behind the dish.
Yeah.
But he's 0-2. Pratt working quickly.
Comes with another fastball, well located. Perfect 0-2 pitch there. Now you can do whatever you want. You come in, you try to go break him off the same spot. Looks like they're going to go low with a breaker fouled off. It'll remain 1-2. So seeing Ethan with the earpiece, and we know he lost it for 15, 20 seconds in Texas. I was watching Ole Miss and Arkansas before we came, and I had to call Melendez. I was like, Des, how are they calling pitches? Because Elliott doesn't have a bouncer to short. Miller fields it on the second hop. Throw over in time, 1-1 down. I said, Elliott doesn't have on a wristband. The catcher's not throwing anything down. I was like, what are they doing? So in college baseball, no, they didn't have a wristband.
Oh, the
so
watch.
In they didn't have the watch. So in college baseball, the pitcher can wear an earpiece too.
Nice.
And so that's how they were relaying it. I didn't even know that had been adopted. So that's how they were calling pitches today, because I noticed it. And it was probably the 4th inning before I noticed it, but I saw Elliott one time shaking, and I'm like, and of course they got the outfield camera just as we do, and I'm like, catcher's not holding a sign down. Who are you shaking? So again, this fly ball to left. Coley having some trouble with the wind, but he is able to catch it in about 2 steps into foul territory for the second out. So again, I consider myself a baseball person, but I was unaware that had been adopted in college baseball. And in pro ball you could, because in pro ball they got like a microphone. The pitcher can say exactly what he wants to do.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So
I get caught up here. Either way, it's going to bring up first baseman Jace Cunningham with 2 down in the bottom of the 3rd.
Cunningham went 4 innings last night. Price on his horse slides. No catch. Play at second is. Oh, and he's not even in position. Did not realize the Chiefs, I thought, got the out twice. There's the home plate umpire, did not get far enough out. Not sure what we can see on our screen there, but it's going to be a 2-out base runner nonetheless for the Seahawks. I thought Jack caught it, and then I thought we got him at second. The home plate umpire didn't get out there.
Did not rotate.
That's the rotation. Then the home plate umpire has to play at second, and he was not there, plain and simple.
He made that call from 75 feet.
Yep. That's the first hit of the ball game for the Seahawks. So it is what it is. It's not good for the Chiefs.
Wow.
Tough break there. Now batting number 3.
The home plate, you gave him a couple of more feet than I. He wasn't 75 feet. He was closer to 100 and had to make a bang play. And the Seahawks lineup will turn over. And their first hit of the night is a double. A bouncer to third, but foul.
Hey, look, it's the game, and it is what it is. And I'm not a, let's get machines in here umpiring. I'm not a fan of that. The human factor is part of that. Like, you just hate to see it when you're not doing your job.
Right.
And it's 2 good arms, 2 good teams. That's 2-out double.
Well, it could be the difference. High hopper to third. Prosek will let it go foul, and it'll go down as a strike and counts 0-2 now.
It's a good play by Cole right there.
Yeah, headsy play. And we saw it last night. It started the inning for IMG against South Walton. South Walton didn't let a ball go foul, and it kind of snowballed from there. IMG scored 3 in the top of the 1st, and then they didn't score until the 5th, I think it was. And then I'm trying to think. Borthwick hit the grand slam. And again, he pitched last night up to, I think he said 95, 96. Coach's son going to Auburn. Nonetheless, here's the 0-2.
When you throw at 95, it's hard to say you're in there because you're the coach's son.
Yeah. I mean, I dealt with that. I dealt with that in high school. I got a lot of things because I was the coach's son. But I didn't throw 95, so it could legit, it could have really been the reason. And also when you hit bombs, here's the 0-2, misses low. 1-2 now. But yeah, he's a class of 26 Auburn commit. I just, Shaker, I've been down here 2 years for this tournament, 2 years for basketball. I can't really understand why anybody would want to live here and go to school. It's just unbelievable.
Man.
Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball. This one will go foul as well.
I tell you, as the AD, you might not want to hear this, but since I've been here, I've been trying to figure out how I can scale this down to softball size.
Yeah, this facility is 2 years old, and the story we got last year was the head coach went to the board with a plan, school board with a plan. They said, if you raise half, we'll chip in half. And this facility was constructed. I think last year was the first year in this facility. It's all turf, plenty of things. Plenty of storage, concession, huge press spots for high school, unbelievable hitting facility down the right field line. The only thing is a little landlocked, a short porch. But hey, if you're an offensive-minded coach, you don't mind it. And also, if the wind comes in off the water, which it does most days, it takes a poke to get out to right. So we'll do the 1-2 again. Pratt sets at the belt. Here it comes. Breaking ball. Hit sharply but foul down the left field line.
So what I heard is, since our softball field is landlocked, I can do this. That's what I just heard. I'm not sure if everybody listening would agree with that's what they heard, but that's what I'm going with.
We'll let you know. I know, but it's seriously.
It's super nice.
Unbelievable facility. Took my dad through here this summer. Just showed it to him. Breaking ball. This one's hit well to center. The wind's going to hold it up. Burford is there, and that'll do it for the bottom of the third. So the Seahawks threaten, but Pratt is able to hang another 0. We will move to the top of the fourth. No score between Magnolia Heights and South Walton. Welcome back here on Chief TV, Magnolia Heights, South Walton. Heading to the top of the fourth. 4, 5, 6 due up for the Chiefs. That will be Preston Sowell, Quincy Pratt, and Braden Burford. Should any of those three reach Leland Weldon will have an opportunity to hit here in the fourth.
Yeah, you touched on it already. Get ready, Preston Sowell come up like you said, but the wind here, as a pitcher working quick, I'm not saying you can't hit home runs today, but it's going to take something pretty special to get out of here. And so, don't walk them, fill it up, keep it in the park, and you got a chance.
Breaking ball in there for a strike, 76 mile per hour on that breaker. Yeah, they were able to retire Preston. First time up, staying predominantly off speed. They come with a heater there. 85 on the gun. Misses up 1-1.
Sharp breaking ball down there. Sowell chase over the top. 1-2.
Pitch misses up. Looks like it's where they wanted it, though, just to be honest. So would anticipate something soft here. Soft and away. Yep. Come with it there.
So the last little while, it was in the first inning, maybe even into the second, it was probably my favorite pitch that he had was that changeup. When I'm on the other team, I guess favorite's probably the wrong word, but he's kind of lost command of it. And definitely affects it. Like it was a tool that he's lost.
And that hits him, so it'll be a leadoff base runner for the Chiefs here in their half of the fourth. Yeah, I completely agree. He was using it effectively in the first, and again, the feel for it just hasn't been there. The command that he showed in the first hasn't been there either. So the Chiefs, will try to take advantage of that.
Now batting number 9.
So we're up.
Curious situation here.
Okay.
Preston, not a great runner, but Quincy a plus bat handler. South Walton thinks we're bunting. I'm not so sure I wouldn't let Quincy swing it, to be honest.
I think we're gonna let him swing it. Like you said, they were in Borthwick now at third. No, he stays in. I thought he was walking back. They haven't given up on it. But yeah, I think we let Quincy hit. He's got the only hit of the day so far for us. Well,
now he shows early here. What do we know?
We are
And he
awful
pulls it
at this
back.
job.
Well, I think it was a fake just to see how they might rotate. Pitch misses outside. I don't think the intent wasn't to bunt. I think we were just trying to check some things out as he pulled back kind of quick. So the count's 1-1. He does show early again, so the sack is on. Breaking ball, and it hits him. So the first two have reached as that breaking ball just hung in the batter's box. Now you got Burford, who is a plus bat handler as well, with an opportunity to move 2 runners over. Robbins will go handle the courtesy running duties, as we mentioned earlier.
I think if Pratt is going to bunt over Sowell, we're definitely going to bunt now.
Yes.
Kind of tipped our hand at what we're doing here. So,
well,
not that it's tricky that they didn't already know, but
I think it's the ball. I think it's the ball game that we're in, and you are starting to get loose.
and bunt him over here. Leland Weldon on deck, who squared the ball up in his first at bat. Chance to drive in 2 then.
So number 18 right-hander starting to get loose for South Walton. I had their roster pulled up pre-game, but I lost it.
I got it right here
on my computer. So he does bunt, pops it up, unfortunately, but everyone's able to get back, and that's the first out of the inning. Now you're 1 pitch away from this opportunity getting squandered.
Number 7, Leland Weldon, now at the plate.
Denton Lord, so that's the plus high 90s arm starting to get loose for South Walton. He is the number 29, I think I saw this morning, maybe 39, right-handed pitcher in the country in next year's class. He has been clocked at 98 miles an hour already this year. So,
man, he throws almost as hard as we did.
I can't even lie about that. That's a lot harder than I ever thought about it.
I'm not real sure I could hit it 98 miles an hour.
So Weldon fouls the first pitch off. Is down to count 0-1. Comes inside.
Like Leland may have tried to get old leg tip right there.
Hey, whatever it takes to have a quab. That's a quality at bat. QAB, whatever it takes to get an old quab. Here's the 1-1. Thought it was down, so did Weldon, but it's called a strike, 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count here to Weldon, who was 0 for 1 on the night. Did hit it hard his first time up. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 3. And Coley, the last chance for the Chiefs here in the 4th. So what was a promising inning, you got a popped up bunt and a strikeout swinging. You can't get a 2-out hit from Coley. Going to squander what has been the best scoring opportunity so far.
Yeah, that first, second, nobody out against quality arm like this, and definitely going to look back and regret not maybe getting more. Not that we're out of it now, still can score runs here.
Yep. Coley fouls the first pitch back, 0-1.
We've definitely made it tougher.
Yep. So Varn sets at the belt. Quick look at second. Here's the 0-1. Fastball up, 1-1. Count will even. Yeah, so Lord's one of the top 150 prospects in the country in the 26 class. Like I said, what's crazy is there's 28 better right-handed arms than a kid that runs up there in the mid to upper 90s. Breaking ball, strike 2. That was probably the one to hit. That one was up. Coley lets it go, which again, high school hitters, you tell them don't swing at spin, until you get 2 strikes. But that one was up. Probably could have done some damage. Here's the 1-2. Change up, bouncer to third, fielded on the big hop, throw over in time, and that will do it for the Chiefs in the top of the 4th. No scores. We move to the home half. You're watching Chiefs baseball on Chief TV. All right, bottom half of the fourth inning coming your way. Here, it will be 2, 3, 4.
Now batting number 1, Nathan Whitney.
For the
This is a pinch hitter.
must be a pinch hitter. Yep. But still, it's 2, 3, 4 in the lineup for South Walton. Pitch misses outside, 1-0.
So we talk about Lord warming up. What are they looking for? Is he coming in if they get the lead? Is he coming in no matter what? A pitch count? What do you think it is?
Great question. I think that inning it was hurry up because we're in trouble. I think now that he's kind of a little warm, it's going to be probably to close this out or if they get in trouble again. So trying to check on the dogs and the horns. State squandered a 5-3 lead by giving up 5 in the 7th. So there you go. 3-1 down the count.
Yeah, I'm no mathematician, but that's not good.
And this one's hit well to center, slicing away. Burford's not going to be able to get there.
He's going to try to get
to have to hurry to throw him out at second. It will not be in time, and it's a leadoff double for the Seahawks. And just like that, you go from potentially squandering your opportunity, or you do squander your opportunity, to now a really good team may not squander theirs.
So Borthwick comes to the plate here. In the past, I've seen him this week. If there is again chink in his armor, breaking stuff low and away has been where he's not looked his best. But last night, breaking ball up is the one he hit the home run with to take the lead.
I would say we're going to pitch with a base open here. I would say we're going to try to make him get himself out. I think soft is going to be the play.
He hit one his first at bat was a breaking ball up, but again with the wind today, kind of keeping it all in the park.
So Barnes is going to go out and have a conversation with Pratt. They want to get on the same page. Again, it's still a tough sky right now, so it's really hard to pick up signs and different things. Probably going to go with a touch system potentially here. And we wanted to be on the same page about what touch that was.
I wouldn't be surprised if the plan was to work around him a little, and Quincy just said no.
Oh, Chiefs, get the fortunate call there as that ball, as you can see on your screen, was in the left-handed batter's box, but we will take it. Barnes gets even further out this time. 0-1 in the dirt. Count evens up at a ball and a strike. Yeah, it could have been a little bit of, hey. I
don't pitch around nobody.
Yeah. But it's just what you got to do in this moment, in this point in time. Pratt sets. Here comes the 1-1. Breaking ball's up. Barnes tries to overframe it and it misses outside. 2-1. I don't say that much. Ethan usually is as good as you come, but he really tried to pull that one back in the zone. Here's the 2-1. Swinging at something soft. As Coach Turner told you, it has been the weakness that you've seen in a guy that doesn't have many weaknesses. But now, I mean, who cares? But Borthwick has got to know it's coming at least 2 more times.
Yeah, I don't know.
But again, who cares?
So I think we may go hard in right here.
All right. We'll see. We do. Bouncer to short. Miller plating perfect throw over in time. We took a gamble and paid off. 6-3 on the putout.
Now I'm going to talk about Barnes here for a second while he's not standing right next to Coleman Borthwick, who's a giant. To be a big physical kid like Ethan is, the ball in the dirt right there that he blocks and gets on top of it, keeps the guy from moving to third. And again, if you don't know, if you've never done it or whatever you want to look at, it looks like kind of just to block the ball and there it is. But that's not a tough thing. I mean, that is a tough thing to do, especially that spike fastball is tough.
So here's Braxton Barnes, the pitcher. Struck out looking his first time. The tomahawk chop coming from the first base dugout, trying to spur on the Seminole. This one's hit to left. There's going to be a play at the plate. Coley comes up throwing, and the ball gets away, and South Walton has put up the first run of the ball game. Plus speed, they took the chance, and Coley was unable to make a good throw to the plate, and Barnes helps himself out and puts the Seahawks up 1-0 here in the bottom of the fourth. So 2 hits in the inning.
Now batting number 8, Jackson Perkins.
For South Walton.
So here's my question.
In the inning, far from over.
If you have a guy, and again, I saw him take one swing, but it's a pretty impressive one, Nathan Whitney, hustle double and can fly. What, was he sick in the first to start the game, or what?
It's a great question.
Pitch runner for the Seahawks, Cameron Tipton Thomas.
Either way, runner to second, 1 out. Another tough play there by Barnes. Keeps it in front, keeps the runner at second. And again, you can score from second. All that's great, but it's definitely more ways to do it from third. So, been able to hold him there on a tough pitch.
This one's hit sharp but foul, and count go 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, talking about Ethan, I saw Ethan, I guess the summer after his freshman year in summer ball, and I was like, wow. It was behind the plate, and it stood out. And then the next day, I got to see him again. He was at second. I was like, wow, it was really good. Yeah. And so over the years, I've seen him play did he hold on to that? No. Missed in the dirt. Yes, he did hold on to it. All right, so that's a strikeout. So that's the second out of the inning.
I think Ethan might have sold that one a little bit.
Well, he appealed to the field umpire, and they said that he held on to it, so that's the second out. But what I quickly found out about Ethan was, as I saw him play a bunch of different positions, he could pretty much play any of them. So the Liberty Flames are getting a guy that's very versatile, and hopefully will find a good home there in Lynchburg. So after a quick conversation to make sure they appealed to the field umpire, looks like.
No, I think this is a pinch hitter.
Yeah, I think that's, so. They talked about it to make sure that they did indeed appeal. They did. This will bring up Wilcox, who I think Georgia Tech maybe. I can't remember. He pitched in the opening ball game of the South Walton showdown for the South Walton team. Pitch misses low, 1-0. So 2 away here. Hopefully can limit some damage. Ken Pratt.
Infield's deep, keeping everything on the dirt. Nothing gets through.
Called a strike. Now even up ball and a strike. Yeah, again, you could kind of see it coming that South Walton was going to make a run in this inning, just because it's how high school baseball is more about momentum than any level of baseball. They got out of a big jam in the top half, and there's just that, this one's hit weakly to first. Weldon smothers it and steps on first for the third out. But there's the ebbs and flows, and we know we'd let an opportunity to go by in the fourth, and they came out knowing it as well, and they came out with a little extra energy, and their guys produced for them. So
I will say this about the Chiefs, in my experience being around the program and watching, is I don't know if anybody that takes back momentum as well as they do, though.
Absolutely, and they'll have a chance to do that in the top of the fifth. It will be Denton Lord, so that answers that question. Seahawks get a lead, and they come in with Lord. So we'll be right back. We'll tell you a little bit more about Denton Lord. Seahawks now on top of this one, 1-0. right, top of the 5th inning. As we mentioned before we went to that break, new arm is Denton Lord. Lord, one of the top prospects in the class of 2026. The first chief hitter he will face will be Carter Drumheller, so that's 9-1-2. Getting the first looks at Lord here in the top of the 5th. Chiefs down their last 9 outs. Shaker, but you talked about it right before we took that quick break. You know, we can seize momentum back. A good part of the order to do that.
Coach McMahon has built a program over the years that the one thing that's always stood out, I mean, they win their state championships and all those things, but the one thing that's always stood out to me as an outside observer was there was never any intimidation. There was never any doubt we can win. There was never any, it was just go get it done. It didn't matter if they threw it 100, 90, 71, it didn't matter.
And that comes from being battle tested, playing a tough schedule, you know, getting some wins. You know, when Chris started this thing, I guess, 23, 24 years ago now, you know. Drag bunt, going to test him early. Lord fields it on the second hop, throws it away. And Carter Drumheller starts the inning off with an infield single. Yes, we're going to call that a single for those of you that just might be scoring at home.
Well, he's on base, brings up the top of the order, and Trey Miller. And watching Lord move there, and nothing he did wrong and all, but a lot of times guys that throw it 95 plus don't move as well, maybe. And hey, test it, and it worked out.
So Miller is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. He will probably bunt as well. See if he gets the first one to bunt for a hit. He does. Oh, and now we're even on questionable strike calls. As that one missed low, as you could see. And even the scoreboard didn't realize he called it strike. The scoreboard here in the stadium. I'm on top of it with our scoreboard here on the broadcast.
No doubt about it.
But the scoreboard here in the stadium didn't realize he called it a strike. So it's 0-1, and he offers it that one. It's 0-2, and that one was 93, as you can see there at the top of your screen.
I'm gonna give you a little credit while we're waiting on the pitch, and we talked about the walk I made before the game, and it was your probably 4th one that all the work you'd done. But also people that don't know, my man Jake Long is tweeting, keeping the scoreboard, running this show, and it's hard enough for me to keep up just talking.
Well, first of all, baseball's slow enough you can do it. Secondly, we're not taking up money. We don't have to worry about a tent or Miss Corey needing more coats or things like that. So you're able to do things when you're on the road that you don't have the time, the ability to do at home. But yeah, so I'm just trying to provide and promote as much as we can. 0-2 the count to Miller. Scoreboard still wrong in the stadium. We would take 1-1 right now. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 95, as you can see there at the top of your screen. Now to bring up Cole Prosick. So, again, right man, right spot. So I had already Google searched Denton Lord earlier today, and he is a Florida commit. So it was saved in my Google search there. On his own Twitter bio, he says that he is the 33rd ranked right-handed pitcher in the class of 26. He is 6'8". Misses outside, 1-1.
And lean, we'll call it.
So this report on him from February 16th said he's added 30 pounds since the summer.
30 pounds?
Yep, that's what a scout wrote about him quickly there in the summer. Swinging a miss, strike 2.
That man was tiny then.
Yeah. And let me tell you something. If you can't tell at home, he can add 30 more pounds.
At least.
And you couldn't tell it.
No. Whippy. Wiry.
So here's the 1-2. Lord sets, runner going. Bouncer off the glove of Lord. Prosick will have a chance to beat this one out, and he will. And the Chiefs have 2 on with 1 out here in the top of the 5th. So Drumheller running on the pitch. McMahon gambles, and it pays off. So now you've got Ethan Barnes with an opportunity here to tie this one up at least. So Barnes will swing it from the right side. Pitch misses low, and the umpire thought about it. You see him right there?
He did.
He thought about it. Ball one. On the evening, Barnes is 0 for 2 so far. He's ahead in the count here. 1 ball, no strikes. And he's now ahead 2-0.
He looked like he thought about calling that one. Maybe he's just, I don't know.
You think he's a little intimidated?
He might be a little nervous. That ball's coming in there. I don't know about that one. Blue sounded a little low.
And so the Seahawks are going to meet and talk about it on the mound. They're going to maybe change up the signs from the catcher and the pitcher. Maybe thinking Carter Drumheller might be on to something out there at second base.
But let's flip roles here. We're talking about the Chiefs, but now you've brought in your 2 best arms for sure against us, and he's in a jam. So where do you go from here? If you do have to do
like
something.
I said, the Cunningham guy came out of nowhere. And again, I say nowhere. I mean, he has great stats, but it's not a name you'd heard of. He comes out and goes 4 last night for him. So let me tell you something. The odds are there's somebody over in that dugout that they feel confident enough to run out there. So it's 3-0, and I wouldn't be surprised if you see Barnes take 2 here, as Lord has not been close in this at-bat. And again, that was kind of the knock. Melendez and I talked about it kind of a little bit the other day, like, here's the 3-0, taking all the way, strike 1. But we talked about it, like, if he's not able to repeat his delivery and command, maybe you take 2, you get 2 strikes. He might get himself in trouble. So, we'll see how it continues here. As Barnes ahead in the count, 3-1.
He definitely hasn't proven he can throw 3 in a row.
Big swing there, chased ball 4. So not taking until he get 2 strikes. Now it is a full count with runners on first and second, 2+ runners. Curious to see if might try to gamble here and put them in motion. Drumheller fakes, doesn't go, swing and a miss, strike 3. Chased something out of the zone at 94. So Barnes unfortunately chased ball 4 twice, and it's the second out of the inning. So Preston Sowell come to the plate so well. It's it's not the first time this year we've heard that. So.
He's struck out and was hit by a pitch his last 2 at-bats. Chance to do some damage here.
Lord sets. Here comes the 0-0. Preston wasn't real sure he wanted to go. I'm going to be honest with you, Shaker, it might be the first fastball Preston's seen all night. And he kind of halfway swung at it, 0-1 now the count. Long pause. Bouncer foul. 93 on the gun there. As you again see at the top of the screen. Don't throw that back in, Quincy. It might have to be cut.
Well, he caught it.
He
made a pretty good play on it.
I thought it bounced off the wall. Didn't want to give a guy with this much velocity a chance to have a little extra dance on the pitch either. So Lord sets. He's ahead in the count, no balls, 2 strikes. Elevated fastball would be my prediction. Breaking ball. Throw down to third.
Strike 3.
Strike 3 was called. Didn't look like a strike, but strike 3 was called, and that will do it for the Chiefs in the top of the 5th. 1-0 will remain the score as we head to the bottom half. We'll be right back. All right, Declan Fowler will lead us off here in the bottom of the 5th. Fowler is 0 for 1 tonight. That's 8-9-1 due up for the Seahawks.
That's their guy over the loudspeaker. And that's about the 3rd misname he's done. Like, tell us who's up. Yeah.
Oh, the PA guy. I was sorry. I was like, what?
Yeah, no, him.
I lost you for a second.
It's their thing. It's funny. It's Hudson Quinn up, catcher.
Oh, well, he confused me.
Yeah,
I had Declan Fowler, so you're right.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, Hudson Quinn. my apologies.
No, he said it.
Making me look like amateur hour. Bouncer to Drumheller, fields it, throw is low. Weldon, they say, stays on the bag. So the first out of the inning. Carter gets a little flat-footed at times, Shaker, and then he all of a sudden tries to rush that throw and he yanks it. Just again, he's young. He's just the right side of the infield right now. Well, in the outfield, freshman, 10th grader. So first pitch swinging there, fouled straight back.
Pretty sure Fowler here was the fly ball down the line.
Yes. Yep.
Shaw caught foul.
Yep. A couple steps in foul territory. And that one at 84 misses up 1-1. Shows bunt, pulls it back. 2-1 now the count. So 12 o'clock first pitch scheduled tomorrow. IMG Academy will be the opponent. So it's outside 3-1. 12 o'clock first pitch. Right back here at what they're calling the Hawk's Nest.
I think he thought about calling that one also.
He did call that one. We're full hitter knew it. There is a 9 a.m. game before us. There's a chance that we could not start on time, but it's also a chance we can start early because it's the last day of the tournament, and I'm sure they'll want to get some things rolling and one out base runner for South Walton.
Now batting number 13, Jace Cunningham.
So Cunningham, who is 1 for 1 tonight, will come up, and Hunter Lacefield will come out.
Cunningham's the one that hit the ball to Jack, the double.
Yeah.
He's stalling a little time. He's got Cole throwing over here on the side with somebody while he's out there.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it with the way it went yesterday. We jumped out on Cottondale, and we were able to give ourselves this opportunity. Chris talked about it after the game. If he had a chance to win tonight or tomorrow, he would not be afraid to bring Cole back.
25 pitches exact.
Yeah, 25.
Yeah. It's a bullpen.
No question. And so you may have that opportunity tonight. You may have it tomorrow. Of course, with Quincy going tonight, barring a last-minute change, that'll be Connor Edge's opportunity tomorrow. Do open up conference play this week. It's a big week, potentially 6 games next week for the Chiefs. They will have a 3-game set with Rossville. Here's the 0-0, fouled straight back, 1-1. 3-game set with Rossville on Monday, Tuesday. They'll take Wednesday off, and then they'll go play a doubleheader up at USA Stadium in Millington. And the tournament up there, and how they do in that doubleheader will determine Friday and Saturday. Here's the 0-1. Comes in, misses.
I don't hate the end. I think he's Cunningham. I think that's where he's uncomfortable.
Quick throw over, back in time. Tournament next weekend, I believe, is the Buster Kelso Invitational. I think they changed the name a couple of years ago after the longtime Christian Brothers head coach. We will not have a stream for you at Rossville on Tuesday. but we will do our best to stream from USA Stadium. Runner going. Good chance, good pitch to run on is a breaking ball. Trey was just a touch late getting to the bag, so the base is stolen, and the count will go to 2-2. 2-2, runner in scoring position now for the Hawks. Mumford and Father Ryan, I believe, are the two opponents on Thursday. I think they're out of Illinois. Here's the 2-2. Misses low, and it's 3-2 now.
Bottom of the fifth, you think there's any fatigue factor?
I wouldn't think so. He hadn't thrown that many pitches, but the last 2 innings they have been high-stress pitches, and that does, it does wear on you a little bit. But no, I would think Quincy still has 20 or so more in him. It's all going to be about matchups, though. Sets at the belt. Here's the payoff. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 3.
Now batting number 3, Frank Wells.
It's going to bring up the top of the order, the shortstop, Frank Wells.
And that will bring out Chris McMahon, which means we are going to make a pitching change. So we'll step aside for about 30 seconds and tell you a little bit about the defensive changes the Chiefs are making. But Quincy Pratt with quality start gave us a chance, Shaker, but we'll be back to tell you a little bit about all the changes. Our Cole Pressek is on in relief of Quincy Pratt. Quincy went 4 2/3. And again, you were talking about right before he got that strikeout, thought about fatigue. I don't think it was fatigue. I think it's just about the third time through a really good lineup, seeing a guy that has, while he's pitched before, he's not pitched in moments like this. And again, while the 2 pitches are plus, he is only a 2-pitch guy. He doesn't have the stuff to really keep you off balance. So, again, you're going with a little bit better fastball here and a guy that has 3 pitches in Cole Pressek to give yourselves a chance. Again, the top of our lineup should come up in the 7th. At least at some point. I think we're at 6. No, we're at 5. So, top of our lineup should get another opportunity here. Hopefully keep it a 1-0 game. So Frank Wells will stand in with 2 out. And first pitch from Cole, there's 89 as you see on the screen. Foul straight back.
That's back with the alligators.
Yes. Yeah, it's what every foul ball here hit, if you can't tell on your screen. There's swamps from left all the way to right. And, the coach was like, yeah, we kind of just know it. On the front end, we're going to lose a bunch of balls. Hitter's able to check his swing there and even up at the ball on the strike. But last night, there were kids at that IMG South Walton game. There were kids that were in there walking, going after balls. I was like, no chance. Not even when I was a kid. I'll admit I was a little afraid. Like, I wouldn't have done that. Here's the 1-1. Not real sure where that missed.
It could have been the only spot you could find a seat was up in one of the trees there, from what I heard.
I would guess. I took a video. I would guess there were 800 people here last night. Standing room only back here where we are now. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Standing room only where we are now. And then they've got 4 sets of bleachers in the outfield. For those of you that probably haven't seen it, they got 4 sets of bleachers. They were full. They had their trucks pulled up on the outfield. I mean, it was an unbelievable high school baseball scene for the middle of March. Prosick steps off. Not as big a crowd tonight, but again, that's expected. They don't know. They're not real sure who we are as far as their fans. Their coaches know. Yeah, so understand it's not a knock. Fouls it straight back 2-2. It's not a knock on us. It's just their fan. The average fan's not aware of who. And the average fan in Panhandle, Florida, is just not aware of who Magnolia Heights. They're not aware of us. So we'll do the 2-2 again. Prosick sets at the belt. Here it comes. Fouls it straight back again. 91 on the gun there.
Kids pumped up tonight.
Yeah. Understand it. Of course,
That
Coles
might be the first time I've seen him throw 90, actually live.
We'll do the 2-2 for the 3rd time. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. And that will do it for the home half of the 5th inning. We'll go to the 6th. 1-0, still the score. All right, Quincy Pratt will lead us off here in the 6th. Pratt moved to 3rd after he gave way to Prosick.
He has a single and was hit by a pitch in his last at bat in an attempt to just sack bunt.
Again, the first looks at Denton Lord. 92 there on the gun, called a strike. This one's fouled off. 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2. Fastball outside corner, strike 3. 95 there from Lord. 1 up, 1 down. So here's Braden Burford. Burford popped a bunt up in his last plate appearance. Chiefs had first, second, nobody out, and really their best scoring opportunity of the night, and couldn't push anything across.
I'd like to get 1 or 2 on this inning.
Yeah, just see him work in a high-stress situation, but also get closer to the top of your order in the 7th, where they could hopefully start a fresh inning. Burford pops this one up, but foul. 0-2. Yeah, I said the top of the order could come up. That's actually going to need a base runner to get them.
They're going to hit for sure. That's the.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that. Sorry, the way you got it written there.
And I did it different on each.
And they're going to say that's a hit by. What?
Said he swung.
No, he did not swing. You should be able to appeal that. If anything, it's a foul ball. He didn't swing. If anything, it's a foul ball.
When he was going to first, the coach from the Seahawks was coming out to talk. Also, then it ended up.
All right, so they're going to call a foul ball. Wait, hold on. Wait. No, now they're calling hit by pitch.
So my question, if I was the Seahawks coach, I would be upset because if you called it, then you're saying you saw it.
Yes, right. I completely agree.
Which I do think they have the right call now. But I would argue this also.
I mean, I'm all for a home plate umpire taking the initiative to make a call on the check swing.
100%.
But
100%.
that's when the guy's behind the mound. When he's at first, he's there to help you. So that's why they ask, to get help, to check. But we will take it nonetheless. But I agree with you. I think they've ultimately gotten this one right. But I do agree that South Walton has the right to be a little bit frustrated here.
For sure.
So 0-2 count becomes a hit by pitch, and Leland Weldon will come up with 1 on and 1 out.
Number 7, Walton, now batting.
So Weldon with 1 out. Lord working out of the stretch.
You said it back when it's first at bat. The play the center fielder made. Let's wait and see how big a play that was.
No question.
Huge.
Strike 1 called there. But you just could kind of sense that's how this game was going to be, where everything was going to be magnified. So 0-1 the count. Burford takes a couple of hops. Does not go. You can't leave up in the ball and strike. Yeah, I mean, again, it's not because I'm some Nostradamus. You kind of could sense the way this game was going to be, that the play like that might matter. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Too big a swing for that velocity.
When you talk about in games like this, and exactly right, they catch theirs. I still think we called ire. I think Jack called it, but out at second, even if he didn't. Just small things like that. You can't, you don't get too many chances, and you can't give good ones more than a couple chances. So
fouled off. We'll do it all over again. Lord delivers. Breaking ball for the first time tonight. Strike 3 called. 79 on that pitch for the second out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 2, Shaw Coley.
So here comes Shaw Coley.
he's hit 2 ground balls to the third baseman tonight. I'd like to see him find a way on right here.
Throw down. Burford back. Strike called. 0-1. Yeah, if you could somehow get Drumheller up this inning, first of all, it means that the tying runs at least at second, but also, again, top the order fresh, nobody out. This is a big at bat here as you try to win this game potentially in the 7th. Strike 2 called, 93 right down Broadway. 0-2 now the count. Bouncer to short this time between hops. They'll flip to second, and that will do it for, 6-4 on the put out. And that will do it for the Chiefs half of the 6th. We'll be right back. No change in the score. South Walton on top, 1-0. All right, home half, 6th inning. Getting set to get underway here.
Now batting number 1, Nathan Whitney.
Nathan Whitney, who, as Coach Turner mentioned, was a pinch hitter that ultimately ended up scoring. He doubled to left center field back in the 5th. His first looks at Cole Prosick here. 89 on a fastball, missed up, 1-0. Yeah, this park's got all the bells and whistles. Have to tip the hat, they did it right. Missed outside, 2-0. Wind starting to pick up. 3-0. Taking all the way, 3-1.
And between Quincy and Cole, both, one thing they do is, they don't throw a lot of balls. They kind of command the zone. And so I'm going to walk the lead off as I say that, but that's a little atypical.
Yeah.
Now batting number 10, Coleman Borthwick.
Borthwick will come up with a nobody out.
The problem is the one guy who walks may be the fastest guy in the park.
Well, he's not that fast because they're pitch running for him.
Oh.
They're bringing back
Eichelberger,
who started the game. Of course, you're allowed to re-enter high school baseball, so they're going to re-enter him now. So, interesting.
I'd like to go on record saying I may be the worst broadcaster as far as predictions go.
Yeah, nobody's listening to us anyways. Here's the
Nobody's listening anyway.
That one's fouled off. I was just about to say, before we had that running fiasco, I don't think you have to worry about Borthwick bunting here.
No. Not watch him lay it down.
Yeah, well, no. I don't think so. Not off that swing. Here's the 0-1.
Staying there, Blue.
Prosick comes inside with a fastball and misses. He
Again, go ahead.
He gets a little nervous and jerky behind the plate.
I'm telling you, look, it's probably a ball, but it aggravates me to lose close
Runner
pitches.
going, hit and run is on. Miller, they caught him moving. Runner will go at least first to third, and actually he's going to score because he might be the fastest guy in the ballpark. And the hit and run gets all the way to the wall in left center field, and South Walton has put up their second run of the ball game.
Now they're right in front of it in the third base dugout, so they. I wasn't sure he touched third base coming around, but I don't know if anybody's watching. Yeah, that's a tough play right there. Getting called into a home of ground on the hitter. What do I do here? Do I go to the bag? And execution. Sometimes you have to tip your hat.
Yep, they've executed tonight when we haven't. So things like that matter in games like this. So 2-0 your new score. Sack bunt is on here with Barnes. Pitch is called a strike.
So one thing not good here, squares around. Quincy came in at third and Trey covered second.
That's strictly just got to be thinking that Barnes is, and that's going to be an infield single. No, they're going to let it go foul. Nicely done. Good communication from Barnes letting Quincy know to let it go because he could see the spin better. He knew that it was ultimately going to go foul. So 0-2 now the count. So Barnes started this one on the mound, in line to pick up the win if the Chiefs cannot come back in the top of the 7th. They got a little work to do in the bottom of the 6th to keep it at 2-0. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Not to say he got a piece of it, but Barnes is able to hold on to it for the first out of the 6th.
Now batting number 8, Jackson Perkins.
Jackson Perkins coming up. He struck out twice tonight. The second one was the protested that ball down. Picks it right off the dirt right before it hits the turf. talk about guys, credit and catchers always kind of not always, get overlooked a little bit. And, again, not to bring the jinx to him, but Barnes has had about as good of a game as he could have tonight. He's done really well and a bunch of things that nobody will ever notice.
Yep. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Runner gets caught. They're going to throw down. And then the throw gets high, but be a stolen base. You did jinx him because he kind of no-look threw that one behind, and plus base running there by Brothwick, who goes immediately to third. So
you put that on a
infield will come in.
Air broadcaster. I'm good with it.
Well, it was more about the heads-up base running. Most of the time you do catch the guy going back to second. Here's the 0-2, swinging a miss, strike three. Now they'll snap throw to third. He's back in there safely.
I was about to say, Brothwick is a little jumping antsy over there for a big guy.
Yeah.
Either way, Perkins is going to have the hat trick tonight.
Yeah. So you're 1 out away from giving yourself an opportunity on offense. So that'll bring up Will Cox, who came on in a pitch hit role a couple innings ago and was retired 3-1 on that put out. But yeah, watched Ethan for 35-ish games for us last year, bounce around everywhere. But I saw him this summer catch Landon Harmon. Folks that may not know, Harmon has pass ball, play at the plate, and he is safe. I thought he beat it too.
I thought he was safe.
Yep. So the third run of this ball game will cross for South Walton, but I saw him this summer, and Harmon, big righty, mid-90s, much like what you're seeing tonight with Lord. High draft projection, Mississippi State signee. But Ethan he handled it. He commanded it and just showed that he was a high-level catcher. Fouled off.
It's back with the tarantulas and the pythons.
Yep. So the Chiefs will have some work to do in their half of the seventh. Pitch misses and it counts now 2-1. So you're asking who they have. They've got another arm getting loose. I'm going to say that is who they believe their closer is.
What's his number?
That will be number 8. 2-2 is the count.
Jackson Perkins.
Jackson Perkins. So he is quickly moving down in the Seahawk bullpen, and they're showing off some depth in this tournament. Strike three called. 89 right down the middle. Cole Prosick is able to retire the side. Chiefs will have work to do in their half of the seventh, trailing in this one 3-0. We will be right back. All right, Carter Drumheller will lead it off here in the Chief half of the seventh. Seeing Denton Lord for the second time. Carter picked up an infield single and a drag bunt his first time up. Chiefs will need 3 to keep this one going. 9-1-2. just at the end of the day, Shaker just, we'll see what happens here, but just didn't play clean enough tonight. But again, the loss earlier out in Texas to Mater Dei, same thing. The two errors on the right side of the infield cost us, and tonight a couple miscues on defense and offense. Part of the reason that we're down 3-0 here. First pitch swinging, fouled straight back.
We talked about it, and it's those things that separate, good and great. As the ball goes off his foot for foul ball, 0-2 to Drumheller, and I'm not saying it's early in the season, but we're still before conference starts, district play, and get it cleaned up.
Drumheller fights that one off. Remains 0-2. Yeah, I mean, it's not early, but most teams haven't been in games like this at this point in their season. Here's the 0-2. Hit weakly to second. He'll field it on the second hop. Fire over in time. 4-3 on the putout. And Trey Miller will come to the plate for the third time this evening. He is hitless so far tonight.
Yeah, 2 Ks and a walk.
So this is technically his fourth plate appearance, 0-2 on the night, officially.
Kind of heads up base running from Seahawks third baseman earlier and tack on another run.
Yep.
So now, say a pro sec can't be the tying run anymore. Just pushed everything back another one. Just going to have to keep passing the baton. That's Coach Dez. Having a meeting here.
Yeah, well, hey, credit to the guy in the third base box, letting the guy in the first base box have the freedom to do that.
100%.
Jacob Melendez, second year with the Chiefs, second year removed from school, but a very sharp baseball individual, been around a lot of baseball. And
for sure, if you ever get a chance, just talk shop with him.
Yeah.
I highly recommend it.
But yeah, he saw something and called time, talked to Trey, and it might have worked as this was hit well to left. That ball is gone. Home run, Trey Miller. One pitch after a conversation with Jacob Melendez, Trey Miller has sent one out to left.
Cole, go talk to him.
I'm not real sure what was said, but that ball got out of here in a hurry. And Cole is going to go have a conversation quickly Cole's going to go quickly talk to Coach Melendez. I'm not sure what they saw or what Jacob saw, but nonetheless, 3-1 now the score in this baseball game. And about the only place the ball's going to get out of here tonight is the kind of taller part of the fence. It's only 296, but that ball got out at 315. That ball left in a hurry.
And that fence isn't short.
No, it's a 15-foot fence at least, but the wind's pushing from that side too, so the ball kind of rode the wind. Pitch misses outside.
He couldn't hit it any more opposite than that.
No, but again, boy, it was just so simple and that's Trey Miller showing. And this one's hit sky to left. The wind's going to play with it. The wind's pushing it. The wind's pushing it. The wind's pushing it. And end up will catch it right at the wall for the second out of the inning. So Ethan Barnes will come up now in a 3-1 baseball game. That was only the Chiefs' third hit of the night. So it must be only a lefty secret because Coach Melendez is not talking to Ethan, who swings it from the right side. So breaking ball, and they'll say it hit him. So the tying run will at least get to the plate, and what more could you ask for in your last at bat? Tying run will get to the plate, and Preston Sowell.
And they're going to let Ethan run.
Who has homered twice already this year. Both home runs coming out in Texas.
Now batting, number 21.
Will get the chance.
Sowell.
So the senior, the Northwest signee, with a chance to extend this baseball game. You don't have to match the power, Preston. Just be on time. Fastball, outside corner, strike one. Lord will set. Barnes gets his lead. The 0-1. Misses outside, 92, as you can see there on your screen. Counting even up to the ball and the strike. I will tell you, Preston, you probably don't have to worry about a breaking ball. He's going to go with his best stuff right here. I believe that means he's going to stay pretty firm. Here's the 1-1. He does stay firm. Big swing. Count evens, or excuse me, goes to 1-2. Now you can see a potential breaking ball here. So Lord sets. Here comes the 1-2. This one's hit sharply to center. It will get down as he was able to time that one up. So Quincy Pratt will have an opportunity here, as now the go-ahead run has come to the plate. And once again, Chiefs showing a little fight. And they will go to the bench here, and they will go with Jack Price.
The DH swap.
Yep. So he will run for himself at first base. So Pratt with an opportunity here.
You know, if you know you're in this situation, down 2, right? The scoreboard's wrong, correct? We're down 2.
Yes, we're down 2.
And you get to pick your hitter. As far as compete talent, it doesn't get any more gamer
Absolutely.
than Quincy Pratt.
No question. We talked about it earlier while he was on the mound, but again, the right man, right spot. Lord sets. Here comes the 0-0. Now it's 0-1. That was the first pitch to Pratt. Yeah, and to be young, Quincy's played a lot of high-level baseball in the summers and falls, so he's seen somebody like Lord before. Here's the 0-1. Misses outside at 92. So Gator commit on the mound, Ole Miss commit in the box. Here comes the 1-1. This one's hit well to left center field. It's way back. It's way back. It's gone. Quincy Pratt, 3-run home run, and the Chiefs are on top, 4-3. Wow! 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 And the celebration from the third base dugout is on, as the Chiefs are now on top of this one, 4-3. Goodness gracious. That was an absolute no-doubter. And the Chiefs have put up 4 in the top of the 7th.
I don't know who he was talking to, but Coach Mack, during the excitement, grabbed somebody to go get hot just in case, so I'm not sure who. How about that, Quincy Pratt?
Oh, we talked about it. Just he's seen high-level baseball. He's a gamer. But again, there's so many different people in this inning you got to credit, because it all started with whatever Melendez said to Trey Miller. And since then, yeah. So I don't know what it is, but whatever he said with one out here in the 7th, that's when it changed. And Burford with a good swing, but fouls it off. Again, whatever it was.
Quinn didn't make a great throw back after the foul ball.
So looking ahead to the bottom of the 7th, it will be 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9 due up for South Walton. Strike 2 goes with the breaking ball there. That might be. We'll hold that thought. See if he swung. No, he did not.
I didn't think so.
That might be one of the bigger moments I've ever seen, regardless of this outcome. I'll go ahead and say it. Just regardless of this outcome, it's one of the bigger moments I've ever seen. And I'm not a very lucky person, so I've never been on the right side of one of those.
There's no doubt.
2-2.
You know, with the hype around the game and where are we as a team, and what we're going to see down here in Florida, and this is game 1 of the first 2 that everybody's kind of talked about, and to be down the 7th against a commit that's 95.
Yeah. And Burford has worked the full count here. An unbelievable at bat taking shape here by Braden Burford. When I was at DeSoto Central, I was on the call for when we played Jackson Prep at Starfield Academy. Bradley Lofton and I can't think of the guy's name, but at Prep, anyways, he signed at state too. So there's 2 state signees. It was the year before we won it. The year that we did play for it, we never won it. But there were. Here's the 3-2 fouled off in the South Walton dugout. There were scouts everywhere, and Prep beat us that night 1-0. Back-to-back doubles in the top of the 7th. We couldn't score, but it was the best high school baseball game I had seen. This one is going to rival that. I'm not going to jump the gun and say it's the best because I'm not going to be an in-the-moment person, but this high school baseball game has been really, really good.
Well, it's just had all of the elements.
Yep.
And you talk about clutches, and if you go back, this inning was also so Trey Miller with 2 strikeouts. Yep. Easy to put your head down.
No question.
Down 3.
Facing the guy that's elite.
Preston Sile with 2 strikeouts.
Yep.
Fights through it,
All
gets
4.
a single, keeps it going, and they're going to walk Burford. Bring up Weldon, who has I'm not sure what they were even questioning. Who's barreled the ball?
Yep.
Had a chance to drive in and run early.
No question. So that will bring out
again. Tip of the cap to Melendez.
Yeah. Again, I don't know what he said, but again, I've never seen an offensive conference have that much of an impact on the baseball game. That's not in the moment. That's an absolute fact. I've never seen an offensive conversation have that much of a moment. So that will bring Perkins to the mound as the pitching change has been made with 2 outs here in the 7th. We'll step aside for about 30 seconds. We'll tell you what we know about Perkins when we return. The Chiefs have put up 4 here in the top of the 7th and are still alive here against South Walton. We'll be right back. All right, Leland Weldon will come on and face Perkins for the first time. He will swing it from the right side. Perkins, right-hander, looks to be mid-80s. First pitch there, 86, down and in, called a strike.
It's amazing how much difference 95 and 86 looks. And 86 is firm.
No question. For high school baseball, 86, 88 is pretty firm. Breaking ball almost hits him. We're even at 1-1.
You know, going back to what you were talking about in the moment and just small things, like the culture here in this program, and kind of get off topic a little bit of the game, but, just get to see things and be around. My son's here in Latrivia's in the dugout. I'm sure he's as excited as anybody, and just meeting these people. Hit
and run was on. Fouled off 1-2.
But just the culture and what McMahon's built and the players here have bought into, and it's fun to watch.
I can tell you a lot of things about this program, and I've been fortunate since I've moved down to high school to be around two great programs, what Mark Monaghan had at DeSoto Central, now at Starkville, what Chris has here at Magnolia Heights. Runner not going, swinging a miss. They will have to complete the put out 2 to 3. Throw down is low, but completed. But both programs have several things in common, and the main thing they have in common is an unbelievable quiet confidence that they're going to get it, whatever it is, they're going to get it done. And again, that starts with the head coach of both programs. But we'll see what the Chiefs do defensively. Oh, they're going to go with Connor Edge. So Connor Edge will come on to try to pick up his first save of the year when we come back. The Chiefs are emptying the bag tonight to try to pick up a win over South Walton High School. We'll be right back. Bottom of the 7th we go. Connor Edge has come on out of the bullpen and will attempt to save this one for Magnolia Heights. We said earlier Edge was supposed to get the start tomorrow, but opportunity has presented itself to win a baseball game right now. So the Chiefs will take that. It looks like there will be at least one pinch hitter for South Walton, as a lefty has come out of the dugout and started swinging. So it will be 7, 8, 9 in that lineup. Again, against a team that does a lot of things very well. The Chiefs have gone to edge. The one thing that does, it also sets up the best defense that Magnolia Heights has, and that defense goes like this. Coley in the outfield, Coley, Burford, and Price, so no changes in that outfield. But what it does is it gives you your best infield as well. It'll go Pratt, Miller, Prosick, and Weldon.
Yeah, as we get ready here, this bottom of the 7th. Again, leading by 1 here, get a chance to save it here. Throws it 846. Again, that's firm at this level, but also Connor Edge has one of the better breaking balls you're going to see.
And can repeat it.
He can repeat it. Hey, real quick, talking to the culture and what we're building here, Dax and friends back home, thanks for watching.
Called a ball, 0-1.
This is Jaden Cunningham.
Yeah, Jaden Cunningham swings it from the left side. 1-0. Bouncer back up the middle to Miller. His throw is wide. And an E6 will put the tying run
No. No, they did that. No.
So they're going to say it got in the dugout.
It bounced off of it and ends up going under, but don't hold me there, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I saw them touch the net and put it over, I'm not saying intentional, I'm just saying their contact is what put the ball. The net went over the ball more than the ball went under the net.
So South Walton will go to the bench and bring on a pinch runner at second. And it will be Fowler at the plate, who is 0 for 2 on the night. He's going to be bunting all the way, no doubt about it. So the Chiefs will cheat for the bunt as Weldon has come in. No, that's Coley at first, so misses low, 1-0. So we lied to you, not on purpose. That's Shaw Coley at first, which would mean that Drumheller
is in left.
Okay, so didn't notice that until just now that's actually Coley at first. So the count's 1-0. Coley and Pratt both on the grass. Edge will have the left side on the bunt if it gets there, and this misses low, and it's 2-0. You don't want the walk, but it does set up forces if you end up walking this guy. The problem is it gets closer to the top of their order, which is as dangerous as you'll find.
Yeah, we're going to have to face their top one more time.
Here's the 2-0. Taking all the way, strike one. Edge reared back. Put a little extra on that 87 for a guy that's usually, 84, 86. Not uncommon to see an 87, but that one just had a little extra oomph to it.
Cool night. Feels pretty good, I'm sure.
Bunt back on, fouls it off. 2-2 now.
And I'm sure there's an adrenaline factor right now.
Oh, no question. But, you have to have adrenaline with poise, though. But sometimes adrenaline can be your biggest enemy.
That's right.
So,
and he's looked to command so far. So,
yeah. So 2-2 after that bunt attempt is fouled off. We'll see if the Seahawks keep it on. I'm going to say they don't let a lefty try to roll over a ground ball. Here comes the 2-2. They keep it on, pulls it back, throw down to second. Runner is back, and the count's full. I think we just need to stop making predictions. We're so bad at it. So here.
Maybe we're the right ones.
Yes, maybe we are. So Edge sets, 3-2 pitch. Fouled off. We'll do the payoff again.
Not the people that have built programs and won
no
big
question.
things.
They have no idea what they're talking about. Let's let two guys that wear a headset do it. And they're not even good at that.
History's written by the guy with the headset.
Edge, long stare in. We'll do the 3-2 again.
Let's go breaking ball.
They do. Strike three called. You called it, Shaker Turner, and so did our main man behind the plate. I thought Barnes was going to hurt us there because he kind of raised up, but credit to the umpire for staying with it. So that will bring up Cunningham now with one away. Cunningham on the night is 2 for 3. He is 2 for 3 on the night with a double and single.
Sometimes I forget to write them down. I get caught up in it.
Now, why would you do that?
Well, we talked about it. Not very good at this. Keep expectations low.
Guilty of the moment. So Edge sets with the one away here. Quick look at the runner at second. First pitch, breaking ball, misses inside. Ball one. Wind's starting to pick up. We've already seen a couple of balls get out to left. And you got right-handed hitters coming up for the Seahawks. Here's the 1-0. Breaking ball, strike one. That breaking ball at 71.
When I was in high school many moons ago, 85 was not common. We saw a lot of average pitching, back then. And so now for somebody that can pitch it at mid-80s to throw the breaking ball so many times and have such a good one.
Yep. No doubt things have changed. Here's the 1-1. It goes to the breaking ball again. Strike 2 call at the bottom of the zone.
Pretty good job by Barnes right there.
Yeah, Barnes got us that one. No question. So, Edge ahead in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. He will come set. 1-2, breaking ball, bouncer to third. Pratt fields it behind the bag, throw over in time for the second out. They may try to get some help, but he held the bag.
He held it.
Now batting number 3, Frank Wells.
So the top of the Seahawk order is Frank Wells. He's the shortstop. He is 0 for 3. So Edge will come set with 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th. Breaking ball inside. He tried to sell that he got hit.
No chance.
I didn't think so either, but they're going to talk about it.
Oh, now here's where we'll have a problem. If the guy who really is 100 feet away says it did.
Well, he shook his head quickly. Guy didn't even get a chance to come talk to him. So the count is 1-0. The tying run is at second. The winning run is in the box.
So right here, big moment. We're trying to throw stride, get the pitcher's approach and mix it up, whatever he does. Defensively. Outfielders, you got to go make a play.
Yep.
Infielders, whatever you have to do to keep it on the dirt.
Yep.
Even if you don't get the out, we got to knock it down, whatever we got to do. Lay on top of it. Keep it in the dirt. Keep the run here.
So Wells ahead in the count, 2-0, as Edge will come set. Fastball outside, 3-0.
And if we do go to the next hitter,
it's going to go back to Eichelberger, who came back on to run for himself.
There we go.
In the last inning. He started the game, gave way in the second AB, and then came back on to run. 3-0, misses high, ball 4. So the winning run will reach base. Positive for the Chiefs as that sets up forces everywhere.
So now go back to approach. You don't. He's a number 2 hitter, so and a good lineup, so he's not bad. But if he gets on, that's going to bring up their big power guy.
Yeah.
Auburn commit Coleman Barthwick.
Your ball game, I mean, again, something might happen. He could pop it up, whatever.
For sure.
But your ball game is this at bat.
It's big.
And so big that Hunter Lacefield will take a trip to the mound, and also 3 coaches and a couple of hitters will talk about it from the South Walton side of things down the third base line.
Sounds like the start of a joke.
No joke here. Well, no, the joke's going to be playing Laney Wilson and trying to slow this thing down here in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, no matter what, you can't say it wasn't exciting.
She's in a 4x4 by you. Yep, we appreciate those of you that are here with us. Welcome some of you back that might have left us. It is Friday night. We're the ones with no lives and nothing better to do. Actually, I'll admit, nowhere I'd really rather be. It's been pretty entertaining.
No, this is. If you let me pick, this is where I would be at games like this.
So Travis Eichelberger, he himself is 0 for 1 tonight. First pitch from Edge is a breaking ball, and everybody in the park missed it. Ball 1.
Hang in there, Blue. Just be a part of something great right here.
Yeah. So edge will come set. Here's the 1-0. Fastball called a strike. So we're back even at 1-1, and probably where the count should be, as I thought that pitch was a little outside. So we'll take it. 1-1. Breaking ball. Holds up, doesn't go, 2-1.
You look around the park and people are easing up to the front of their seat or have stood up.
Here's the 2-1. Breaking ball, front door, strike 2. Yeah, things have gotten a little intense. There's a lot of cameras out. People, as you talked about, wanting to be a part of something exciting. There's cameras out from both sides. Everyone's aware of what this moment is. So Connor Edge stares in for the sign. 2-2 to Eichelberger. Here comes breaking ball. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, he let him duck it. Wow, that one was missed.
So runners in motion right here. Need a big pitch. Stay calm.
Yep.
Play the hitter.
Anything to the outfield, we are at least tied. If it gets in a gap or down the line, South Walton could walk it off. Edge will come set. Here's the 3-2. Fouled off, and we'll do it again.
And again, I like the gutsy, kind of old school tradition, 3 balls, fastballs here in high school. This is my best pitch.
Well, the base is open. I mean, you have to mentally think about it as the base is open. So I'm going with my best pitch, and for Edge, that's the breaking ball.
I think something firm right here gets him. I don't think he can get to it.
So he'll set. We'll do the 3-2 again. Here it comes. Strike 3! And Magnolia Heights has defeated South Walton by a score of 4-3 with a 4 spot in the top of the 7th. Chiefs are celebrating because, folks, that's a big, big victory. My, Shaker Turner, what a great high school baseball game that was. And we are happy that we were able to bring it to you. Quincy Pratt's 3-run homer in the top of the 7th is the difference. Connor Edge picks up his first save of the year. Shaker, that was a lot of fun.
Like we said earlier, man, just great for the kids. Happy for them. I know they're excited, and we were blessed just to get to be a part of it, man. This is the game.
No doubt. As the Chiefs will win this one 4-3, and they will play IMG tomorrow at noon. We'll have it for you here on the network. Thank all of you for joining us tonight. We're going to go grab ourselves something to eat here on 30A for our final night. Magnolia Heights defeats South Walton 4-3. For Shaker Turner, I'm Jake Long. We will see you tomorrow afternoon.